When you work with Todd Builders, you work with local professionals. With the custom and residential building company, they can do custom projects like home design and customizations, or even fully customized new homes. They also have current homes and properties for sale all around Madison County. Nowadays, homes are going up all over the place, so trust the professionals at Todd Builders for your next project. Like Todd Builders, LLC on Facebook to learn more.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation.
Rates won't increase, and your policy cannot be canceled as long as you make your premium payments. Call now to get approved in minutes and ensure your final resting place is more than just a pauper's grave in a potter's field. Call the Final Expense Hotline today for your free insurance quote and your final peace of mind.
Call 855-325-4832. That's 855-325-4832.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Before we leave today, let's talk music in today's segment of The Beat. We got The Beat. Justin Timberlake, the latest veteran musician to sell off the rights to their music. Can you believe this? Timberlake has already sold his song catalog for over $100 million. Pretty significant. For example, twice as much as Tina Turner's deal with BMG back in October. It's also notable that Timberlake is one of the younger artists to do this. Another element of Timberlake's deal is that it doesn't cover future releases. Justin says that he looks forward to entering his next chapter of life. I think for that Minions song that he did, you know, that dance song, you know, he pretty much is taken care of. But it is pretty young.
Can't
Usually,
stop the feeling.
Can't stop the feeling. I couldn't stop it. I'm sorry, I tried. But he's relatively young. Usually they sell it off when you're like, well, I'm about to die, so here, I'll just make some money.
Right? Oh, good for him. Well, Grammy Award winner, singer, and songwriter Macy Gray is back with a new song and a new dance challenge, which she's been promoting.
I like this.
However, after hearing some of her fans had difficulties with some choreography, the 54-year-old returned with a hilarious tutorial to help let her supporters out. Macy shared that she loved seeing everyone do the dance, which required participants to take 2 steps to the right, 2 to the left, and once more to the right before swaying their hips to either side and starting the dance over again. Fans in the comments section appeared relieved to receive the extra help. Now, Gray initially performed the song during an episode of American Song Contest while representing her home state of Ohio. Now, I think this is cute and all, but I'm in the camp that you can't make a challenge. Like, if I release something, I can't say, oh, look, this is a viral challenge. Go make my stuff go viral. That's not how it happens. It has to happen organically. That's just kind of forcing the hand of the internet.
You can never force it. I try to let go. I was trying to think of the lyrics to that song. I screwed that. I try to
say goodbye.
Camila Cabello, she's headed to The Voice. 25-year-old former Fifth Harmony member will be joining Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and John Legend as a coach on the hit NBC singing competition series. As it returns to fall, the Psycho Freak singer appeared in a TikTok video where she confirmed the news. She previously stepped in to assist Legend as a advisor to his team on the latest season of The Voice. Apparently, they liked her. Cabello has previous television experience in competitions after rising to fame when Fifth Harmony was formed on the X Factor USA in 2012. They ultimately placed third. So she's got a job.
Yeah, it was a big deal when she left Fifth Harmony, too.
Yeah, that does it for this show. Will you teach me the Macy Gray lyrics and then I'll learn the song?
We'll see.
We try to say goodbye.
I tried to say
goodbye.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
You made a commitment to yourself. Don't let everyday aches and pains get in the way of living your life. Stop pain in its tracks with CBD MD Freeze. Get 30% off at cbdmd.com.
To grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Who makes the best?
It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show live on WBON TV and on radio at WEKY, WKXO, and WIRV. Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse and join us here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair and Nuevo Vallarta. And now let's go live to your host, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. It is Monday night. We have such a huge show for everyone tonight. I'm Samantha Burford alongside Dawson Rule.
Yeah.
Thank you for being with me, Dawson.
We're back together again. It's going to be another great sports show tonight.
We are. Dawson has been on the sports show with us before. It's always fun having you. I mean, you are the man of the hour because, well, I should say of the week, because you do a lot of things.
I like to do it all, and whenever I'm needed, Michael's going on vacation. He's
That's
like, hey,
right.
step on in, and here we are.
You edit, you shoot, you're a reporter, you're doing it all.
Camera,
so you do camera work. I mean, I feel you. I do it too. So I just have gotten lucky. Maybe they're making you do it instead of me do it.
Well, nowadays, you got to do everything in order to get in this position. So.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So Michael is on vacation, so we wish him the best. Hopefully he's having a great time. He's got his little ones and his wife with him, and so well-deserved vacation. He needs it.
He's missing us, though. He's probably tuned in right now watching us.
I bet he is, because he's going to see how many times we make a mistake. And then he'll come back next week, and he will remind us.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you messed up. You said this.
So
You said that.
Check this out.
But you know what? I do it to him, too, though.
It's fair game. You know, we like it.
It is fair game. Okay, so on to sports, which is what we're here for, which is what we live for. I mean, it is surprising that sports is still going on, which is so exciting, but it is over for our local high schools in town. Now, all the travel teams will be up and busy. There's lots of camps, lots of things like that happening. Lots of travel ball, whether it be travel basketball, softball, baseball, all of the travel, and lots of golf going on this summer. But now, high school sports is over, and we hate that. So it's over. Let's talk about softball, because we had a good run in softball. We had 2 schools make it to the regional tournament. The 11th region is very difficult, too. So let's talk about the 11th region.
Well, Model had a good run, and unfortunately it ended to a good team in Great Crossing, and then Central drew Catholic, which was one of the other best teams in the 11th region in the first round. So both those teams probably didn't like that draw, and Catholic ended up winning that game, and of course they went on to win the region too. So they both had some unlucky draws, but didn't take away from the season they had. They both had great seasons this year.
Now here's what is kind of crazy. Lexington Catholic did not win their district title.
Yeah, they lost to Lafayette, I believe. Right?
Yeah, so when it came out that, okay, these 2 teams are moving on, and then they got paired up for the first round, that was a much anticipated game because, wow, who would have thought? I mean, and the other thing is Madison Central had such a great run this season.
Yeah.
We anticipated them doing really well, which is even, it's very exciting. But how, I guess, the luck of the draw for getting that Lexington Catholic. It was going to be a good matchup, though.
And
it was.
You want to see teams like that maybe in the semifinals or the finals, but sometimes that's just how it is. And that, if you're a good team, you got to win those games regardless.
Right.
You can't make that excuse. If you're one of the best, you got to be like, well, this is what we drew, so we got to go win them now.
Right. And they were the top 2 ranked teams in the 11th region.
Yep.
So they had that matchup early. It's too bad it wasn't like at the end of the title game.
Ended up winning it all, so they had that tough round. They went and delivered. Unfortunately, Central and Model weren't able to this year, but they still had a great season.
And let's talk about Model as well. They had a good run too.
Yeah, great crossing. They're a really good team.
They are a good team.
And of course, we'll have some Model people on in a few minutes to talk some more about
that
season. But they had them overall, I'd say.
15. That Model was able to get into the 11th region tournament, so that's pretty exciting just in itself.
Yeah, they had
but
a good win against Berea too in the district.
Oh, that's right. It was exciting.
Yep,
it was a big win.
That.
Yeah. So we do have Aniston Bray on the show with us tonight, and her father. A commercial break, and when we come back, they're going to be here live on the show, and we're going to get to hear all about the record-breaking season that she has had.
It's a big one. We'll need to talk about it for sure.
It is, absolutely. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll have them on the show right after this quick message.
When you work with Todd Builders, you work with local professionals. With the custom and residential building company, they can do custom projects like home design and customizations, or even fully customized new homes. They also have current homes and properties for sale all around Madison County. Nowadays, homes are going up all over the place, so trust the professionals at Todd Builders for your next project. Like Todd Builders, LLC on Facebook.
Patrick O'Neill, whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills. When you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
What does in transit mean? When you see that on our website at jackburford.com, it means your favorite Chevy is on the way. Call us at 859-623-3350 to reserve it, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. See, it's that easy. Reserve your new Chevy today at jackburford.com. Your vehicle is now in transit.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County. Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Locally family owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best margaritas and fajitas in town. Doesn't a huge 32-ounce ice-cold beer sound great? Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
The Beast of the East roars back to life for their 2022 racing season. Most Saturday nights, some Friday nights, and maybe even a Sunday. You can take the whole family down to the Richmond Raceway for some good family fun. Watch the drivers race around the 1,584 feet clay track for some big winnings. Children 10 and under are always admitted free. Richmond Raceway, Greens Crossing off Highway 52 East, and richmondraceway.net. Unleash your inner beast at the Richmond Raceway.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We are at Jack Burford Chevrolet. They are our official naming sponsor, so it's pretty cool. They've been really busy in here today, so it's actually kind of
like they're selling cars out the lot. They've got
I know. They got 2 or 3 right here ready to go. So I apologize to everybody. You could not hear Dawson at the beginning of the show. So when we tested our mics earlier, you could hear you. So I think they were picking you up through my mic.
Okay. They don't want to hear me anyway, so they're here to see.
No, that's not true. We want to hear everything you say. So this is not true. We're replacing you today. You know.
Perfect.
Michael who?
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully he's not watching. Hopefully he didn't hear that.
No, he's on vacation. He doesn't need to be watching. What are you talking about? All right, enough of that. You guys don't want to hear about us. You guys, we all want to hear about you guys. Rusty Bray, Aniston Bray, welcome to the show. Thank you guys for being with us. It's so exciting to have you here, and we cannot wait to hear about the season you have had, Aniston. But let's start with your dad as coach. I know, as coach, it's got to be tough to, like, coach your daughter sometimes. You take it home with you, right?
Yeah, it's really hard to turn it off between coach and dad. We kind of go through that all year, and this year I think as she's become a senior, it's been a lot better for the relationship, and just let her go play and have fun her senior year.
Right. So when you get home after a game, what happens? Do you sit at the dinner table and you're, like, reviewing it? Does she review it? Dad, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
She's pretty hard on herself, so I've kind of learned to just let her steam over it herself
Yeah.
if she has a bad game or a bad play or something like that. And it's better just leave her alone, let her do her own thing.
Well, let's talk about the season.
Right.
Tell us about the model season. And you guys had a great run getting into the 11th region tournament.
We did. We started out the season a little rough, and we fought through some injuries mid-season, and our player staff is small, so we got down at a time there where we only had 8 or 9 players total on the roster. And so what we had to do was we actually went down and picked up a middle schooler or 2 to play with us for a couple of games to get us through it, and ended up keeping a couple of those kids with us the rest of the season just to have enough. So, but late in the season we made a run, seemed to get everyone healthy. Pitching staff was pitching a lot better, and we won some key games that helped us, I think, get in the region.
I'll ask a quick question. What was it like beating Berea in the district this year? To get back to region, obviously, it had been a couple years.
It was tough. We went into it with a game plan. We knew what we wanted to do, and unfortunately, we had the whole staff there and execute the game plan. I mean, we just, at Model, we kind of take it inning by inning and just try to win an inning. And so, we got late in the game and realized we were accomplishing a task there and started having a little fun with it.
When you get hot late in the season, it can be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. We had played them a couple times during the regular season. And just tried to go into it with a game plan and stick to it. We did. I thought we did fine.
Awesome, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the season. You said you had some, small amount of girls. Let's talk about the expectations going into the season. Did you guys, it had been since 2015 since you guys had made it into the 11th region tournament.
Yeah, I told the girls early in the season, I'm going to demand a lot out of you. We're a small staff. Everybody's going to contribute to it. And so when we went into the season, I started just pushing them to get better and better. And I told them it's a long process. I have girls that's never played before. So I told them early in the season, just buy into the process, work hard, and we'll see where it gets us late in the season. And I think when we had a couple of key wins later in the year, they realized, coach is right. We'll buy into this and play hard. And they did. They gave me everything they had.
All right, Aniston, let's talk. You being a senior, obviously one of the leaders on the team. Let's talk, what did you think at the beginning of the season?
I knew that we were going to have a little bit of a shortage of players because we lost, I think, 5 seniors last year. So I was really just honestly hoping that we were going to be able to play, have 9 people to put on the field. But we ended up getting some players throughout the season, and I thought it was really good.
Right. So going in, did you know about this record? And did you at all think, this single season batting record, that this could be broken and that you're going to do it this year, your senior year?
No, I had no clue what the record was. I wasn't even thinking about it. I had a pretty good batting average last year too. It was up there, one of the top ones in the state. So this year I was just trying to do the same thing. I wasn't trying to break any record, and I didn't even know I broke it till after the Great Crossing game. So.
Yeah, is that record something you're going to tell your college teammates here about, I'm the freshman with the Kentucky State batting record?
It gives me a little bit of street cred on the team, I think.
All right. So with that record, do you think anyone on your team or anyone in the area may be able to break that, or is that something you think you're going to have for a long time? Just a honest question.
I don't know. 750 is pretty high. It's kind
right.
of
I've never heard
normal,
of that number.
So I think it might stand for a little bit. I mean, it wasn't really even close to the previous record, so.
The previous record was what? 709?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, that was the notes that
I
looked up too.
Yeah.
So how long had that record been in place? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
I think we were told 2003 or 2005.
Okay.
Wow. Early.
That's pretty impressive. So, Coach, talk to us about that. Did you know going in that she's possibly going to get this record this year?
Well, I didn't know she was going to get the record, but I knew she had grew as a hitter a little more, and she understands her role as a leadoff. So, like, she sets the pace for our team every game when she's up to bat. So whatever she does, the team kind of follows. So as we went through the games, I knew that, like, hey, she has a pretty high percentage of getting on base. Whether it's a hit, a walk, whatever she's doing, she's getting on. And she doesn't like to walk, so she's going to fight pitches, pretty hard for our team. For our team to be successful, she has to get on and score. So as the season went on, I started thinking, that stat's pretty high. Like, I didn't know where it was, but I knew it was pretty high up there. And as we went through the year, I kind of forgot about it for a little while there. And I'm kind of like her. We walked off the field at Great Crossing, and we were met there, and somebody's like, hey, do you realize you just broke the record? So it was pretty cool.
That has to be really cool. What did you think when somebody walked up to you and told you that?
I was just, because I had no clue. I was really excited, and I was shocked. I knew it was high, and I knew it was the top batting average in the state, but I didn't know it was going to beat the record. So I was just really excited and proud of myself, honestly.
Did you get some big award from the KHAA or anything? Did they present something to you?
No, it's not, I guess technically, I don't know what they call it, verified or whatever by them yet, but yeah, so I'm not sure how that'll work out, but.
Well, we'll verify it here. You got the record, so.
Yeah, so as far as, that record had been in place for a long time, so I'm sure it will be even longer before. I know your teammates have to be really proud of you, too, your senior season.
Yes, yeah. One of my best friends, Kinsey Ferguson, she's another senior on the team. She's just supported me the whole time. She's was really proud of me for breaking it and stuff. So.
Yeah, so how do you actually say it? I wrote it down. So a single season batting average record.
Correct.
That's it's the
like
long
a hitting
title.
percentage kind of thing.
Right. But it has an official title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
So, okay, tell us about what happens now. I know that you have signed. Tell everybody if they don't know.
So I signed to Western Kentucky University. I committed in July of last year, in 2021. So, yeah.
What was the decision like getting to Western? Was there other schools involved, or?
I think I wanted to stay in state, or at least not go too far out of state. I wanted to stay kind of close to home, but I think EKU was just a little too close where I grew up on Models campus, which is EKU's campus. And wasn't really sure I wanted to go there. Western's coaches were just amazing. The campus felt like home, so I knew I wanted to go there.
Does Western have a good softball program, like historically?
Yeah, we actually beat Alabama just a few weeks ago, who's ranked number 3rd in the country, so that was a really good win. We won the conference championship last year. We were also in the championship this year. Unfortunately, we lost, but yeah, they're doing really good so far.
So let's go back to the season. You had 45 of 60 on the season. You also had 26 walks, 56 stolen bases, and you scored 48 runs. That's impressive. Does all that seem possible? That seems, I can't imagine in a single season.
Yeah, the beginning of the season I did struggle a little bit because I'm used to fast pitching in the summer. In high school I see a little bit of slower pitching, so I was trying to adjust to that pitching speed. So I decided to slap hit instead of just hit away, which I think helped me get on base more. So.
Okay, for those people that don't know what that is, what's the difference in that?
Slapping is it's for left-handed batters. You almost run while hitting it, so you have to stay in the box, but it gives you a little bit of an advantage while trying to get on because you get a little bit head start to first base.
Right. That's pretty impressive.
I've never heard of that until
I'm just
now,
focused on hitting. I wouldn't be focused on hitting and running and staying in the box all at the same time. So back to my other question. Let's talk about what's going to happen now. Obviously, you're on a travel team. You're getting ready to go to multiple places. Tell us about that.
So we kind of finished the high school season, and Anniston is, for the last about 2.5 years, has played on a travel team out of Chattanooga that basically has kids combined from the Carolinas, Florida, Alabama, all through Georgia. And so basically those teams are hand-picking the best kids off these other squads. And they'll take that squad and go play in showcases or tournaments against other top talent around the country. And so coaches just want them to prepare for the next level. So they want Aniston to play as much as she can against the best pitching she can see. And, we'll go this weekend. We head out for our first one this weekend to Kansas City. And then we head out to Birmingham, Atlanta, Colorado, Indianapolis. We just start bouncing around to these tournaments. So from now to August, she's going to play as much as she can just to get prepared for those type of situations, that caliber of pitching. And so she should be prepared time she gets there in August.
Is there a certain type of pitcher that you like? Is there something, the goal that you always are like, no, I like her. Like, I like the way this girl pitches. I'm going to have a good day.
I do. I like faster pitching, actually, which people don't normally like, but high school pitching, it's sometimes hard for me to hit because it's slower than I do see in the summer. So hopefully when I get into college, I'll feel a little more comfortable hitting that than I did in high school, and that's what I see in the summer too, faster pitching. So I'm looking forward for the next few weekends to hit faster pitching.
Hitters that are slappers struggle with the slower pitching because if they have fast hands, they can't slow down and
it's an adjustment.
They can't adjust to it. They would rather just. And so we even tell our kids in the summer when we see a slow pitcher like that, like, don't worry about it. You strike out, who cares? It's not what you're going to see at the next level. And a lot of her teammates are Power 5 kids. I mean, there's kids going to a bunch of Power 5 schools on the team.
So it's good training for the summer.
It's excellent.
Right.
Yeah.
So what else happens in the summer as far as model softball goes? You get them strength training?
So we started with a conditioning program where we're going to try to get some of those girls conditioned. And also we want those girls to try to play during the summer. So right now we're in the process of trying to get a few of those kids on teams that have never played travel ball, just to get them better, to see the reps. And I think that'll give us just jumps ahead in the fall and to the spring. So, yeah, it's the first time. We've kind of been building the program year after year. And it's been really successful this year. It's a good accomplishment for our team.
What's the future of model softball now that Aniston's leaving?
Well, the program is getting better. There's more kids coming up. We now have a developed middle school program that feeds into the high school, so I'm going to kind of work with them some as well. And then model's getting a new facility, so they're going to get a whole new athletic facility as well as a new academic building. But I hear big things are coming from that, so that'll be exciting to see, if we get a full turf field or something like that. I mean, it'd be nice. So hopefully I'll have some input on that decision a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you hope so,
yeah,
right? And how many years have you been with Model?
I started in 15 or 16. I helped for a couple years.
And then you moved to head coach my 8th grade year, I believe.
Yeah, so I moved up. Originally, I didn't have any plans of coaching. I'm just like, I'm going to stand back and let her play and me watch.
Okay, so you know what's coming up. Being a dad, being a coach, you're going to be like in Bowling Green a lot.
Oh, it's going to be a second home. So we've already, my wife and I have already talked about, like, we'll probably tailgate a lot. So we'll probably RV and travel around and watch. So that would be the thing. And they play, their conference is going to play down through Florida and out through Texas. So we'll probably hit the road a lot during that midweek game. So that'll be nice. It'll be a lot of fun.
So you're going to try to maybe schedule the model games differently than when
I'm going to probably have
the
assistant coaches step up in some of those situations and help me out when we're practicing midweek, because we've tried to change the culture at Model to where, hey, we're gonna practice hard, we're gonna play hard. So and we've been successful doing that.
Yeah. Now, how many assistants do you guys have?
We have 2, and we'll probably pick up a 3rd one next year.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about them. The 2 that you have.
So right now I have a volunteer assistant that coaches travel ball that's really good with what he does. And he has a daughter on the team, and I think he's wanting to take a backseat role while she's still on the team. And then I have one of the teachers at Model played high school softball and has a good grasp around the game, and she's learning every day. She's got her feet under her now, and she's ready to roll. And so, I think when you first get into a coaching role, you're somewhat laid back and reserved at what you do, and now she understands and she's ready to just take that assistant role by the reins.
You guys are going to need it because if you're going to be traveling back and forth, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and as when our roster was small, it made it real easy. But now as the roster is starting to grow, then we need that help. And it's been really good. EKU's very supportive. We can use all their facilities to do it, so that's been a big help for us.
Now, does Model have any type of summer camps that we need to know about for you guys?
Not really. Everything we do will be with a player. I don't have enough staff or players to probably go out and host our own camp, so we'll probably just focus on our own kids doing that.
Well, we are super excited to have you guys. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you on a fantastic season.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully, it's too bad that Model's not still in school because they need to have a parade for you, through the hallways.
Thank you.
A big pep rallies, a big celebration just in your honor. Maybe we need to tell them they need an Aniston Bray Day.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's tough to separate coach from dad like that. So it's like, okay, be humble and don't say anything or be proud of it.
We'll celebrate for you.
Thank
we'll
you.
be calling Model going, we need, what is it, May, whatever day the game was. May 29th needs to be Aniston Bray Day or something like that. So
that'd be nice.
Well, we will keep following you all through your Western career, and congratulations. And
Thank
whenever you
you
guys want to be back on the show and you're back in town, please join us and bring everybody else with you too.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have the Madison Central baseball team on with us right after this message.
When you work with Todd Builders, you work with local professionals. With a custom and residential building company, they can do custom projects like home design and customizations, or even fully customized new homes. They also have current homes and properties for sale all around Madison County. Nowadays, homes are going up all over the place, so trust the professionals at Todd Builders for your next project. Like Todd Builders, LLC on Facebook to learn more.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
What does in transit mean? When you see that on our website at jackburford.com, it means your favorite Chevy is on the way. Call us at 859-623-3350 to reserve it, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. See, it's that easy. Reserve your new Chevy today at jackburford.com. Your vehicle is now in transit.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County. Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Locally family owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best margaritas and fajitas in town. Doesn't a huge 32-ounce ice-cold beer sound great? Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
The Beast of the East roars back to life for their 2022 racing season. Most Saturday nights, some Friday nights, and maybe even a Sunday. You can take the whole family down to the Richmond Raceway for some good family fun. Watch the drivers race around the 1,000 1,584 feet clay track for some big winnings. Children 10 and under are always admitted free. Richmond Raceway, Greens Crossing off Highway 52 East, and richmondraceway.net. Unleash your inner beast at the Richmond Raceway.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. I took my headset off. We are having some audio difficulties today. I don't know if it's the rain or what it is, but we are now joined by the Madison Central baseball team, and you guys had quite a run.
Oh yeah.
And we're so excited to have you guys on. Coach, if you don't mind going first, let's talk to you, and then we will let you introduce. Are you guys all seniors?
Yes,
We've been working on the audio, so I really didn't get a chance to talk to you guys before we came on the air. So, Coach Withers, tell us about the season, and let's start there.
Well, as these boys can attest, our season really starts the day after the last game, and
so now.
Yeah. So our young guys, when I say our young guys, our seniors to be all the way down, they're preparing for next year, and these guys put the work in starting in the summer, in the fall, the winter, and it carried over into the spring. And Coach Roof and I, we discussed, what do we think we have? It's because it's like chess pieces, where you're going to place people. But we both thought there's a possibility, there's something there with this group, and fortunately, the way the season played out, to win region, that's an exceptional thing, especially in the 11th. No offense to anybody that's listening in other regions, but it's probably the toughest in the state.
Yeah.
So what these guys, what they achieved, it'll hit them later on in life. What an accomplishment that they had. But again, it's a testament to the work ethic that they put in.
Yeah. Well, okay, so going into the season, this was probably the first year you guys weren't preseason in the top 25?
Yeah.
So you guys have been the underdogs the entire year. I think you kind of embraced that role too, didn't you?
Oh, we definitely did. And I didn't know that until I think maybe I saw in the paper or somebody had mentioned that 2010, last time that we had not been rated, and I thought, wow, this group is just as talented. But again, the respect factor, and what was funny is as the season carried on, I'm pretty good friends with a lot of the coaches in the area, and they would say things like, well, you all must be down this year. We would beat somebody, but the comment was, well, you're not rated, you're not ranked, you're not you're not one of the teams being talked about, and I use that as motivation for myself, and I know these guys definitely did, because nobody likes to be slighted, and they definitely proved to a lot of teams north of us that probably should have been rated, probably should have had a ranking beside our name.
Yeah. Now you guys had a lot of seniors graduate last year, and
Yes.
you're going to have not as many as last year, but you're going to have quite a few.
Yeah, the 2021 class, 12 guys. I think about roughly half of them playing college ball. Some
Right.
others had the opportunity to. They chose just to go to college. But what we lost with that, again, Coach Roof and I, we've already had some discussions about next year. But I can take you back to last year when he said, we got a lot of holes to fill.
And you were like, yes.
Yes,
I know.
Yeah, when you lose 12 guys and, your entire outfield, different positional guys. And fortunately, again, these guys, they slid in. We didn't miss a beat. They took some younger guys under their wings, which we had to have. And I think that's going to pay dividends for us in the next couple of years. Just, again, their leadership.
Yeah, how would you define this season, Coach Withers? As y'all said you were the underdogs, what would you say the outcome of the season was?
Definitely, we get beat 2-1 by Russell County, and my phone was off for probably close to 24 hours. Didn't want to respond to anybody because I was playing that game through my mind. What could I have done? What could I have told the guys? How could I have better prepared them? Because to get the state's a great opportunity, but I also felt like this team had more that they could have done. But my wife was the one that said it. She said, stop beating yourself up. What these guys did was pretty daggone exceptional. To get beat 2-1 by a guy that was throwing 4 pitches for strikes, had probably one of my good friends, coaches in Louisville, he said, don't beat yourself up. He said, it's the best right-handed changeup I've seen in high school baseball in probably the last 20 years. So that made me feel a little bit better, but again, I wanted these guys to have the opportunity to go a step further, because they are like sons to me, and so I try to give them every opportunity humanly possible. And so that that's why I did a lot of second guessing. But no, it was a great year. It was a really good year to have hang a region up.
Well, Coach, let's introduce them all to us, and let's find out what they thought about that last game.
Over here to my far right, this is Matthew Bryan, Bulldog, as he's known by most people. In the middle, we have Bryson Howe. Bryson actually came back for, thanks to the state legislature, the fifth year COVID year, and I am so glad that he did. And then right beside me, this is Hayden Robbins, another senior. So I'll let you guys just kind of fill in what you think about the year.
Yeah, let's go. Obviously, the pitcher for Russell County was fantastic with the 3-pitch mix-up, I guess, as you call it. Let's talk about that because obviously it was a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, usually I usually don't strike out a whole lot, which he did get me to strike out, but he was throwing all those pitches for strikes and kind of locating where he wanted them, and props to him. I mean, it was a good pitching battle between him and Bradley, kind of keeping it a low-scoring game. But it was tough for sure. But props to him. He's a great pitcher, and that was kind of I didn't really expect it, but it was fun.
Now, when you guys were down by 1, you scored. You were only down by 1. And you still had 2 more innings to go.
Yeah.
I know you had to be thinking we can do this, right? Talk to us about that.
All the way to the end, we knew that this wasn't over, and I was getting all the guys going because I was like, we cannot lay down. Do not think this is over. Right? We can still go. And we got around to the last inning, and then we got some momentum, and then we had a questionable call that kind of affected our momentum a little bit. And then we got on base. Daniel Bauer got on base, and then we got the top of our lineup up, and we was like, oh, this is great. This is what we need. And, I mean, Keith hit a great ball to second base. I mean, he pieced it, but it just unfortunate. It went right to him. And then that was just the end of it.
All right. Well, let's get your thoughts, Hayden, on the game.
Yeah, it was a good game. We got down early, but I knew with our guys and just the way we fought all year, against Sayre and Region, we got down 2-0, and I mean we came back. We got down 2-0 in the top of the third to Sayre, and then bottom of the third we put 3 runs up. And so I knew we weren't going to go down without a fight against Russell, and that's what we did. We tried to claw our way back, and it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but I wouldn't trade this team for anything, and I love the fight we had all year.
I know, because we're sitting here talking about the last game, but I mean, it was one heck of a season, and I went to several games, and you guys come out and score early. You're no, we're taking care of business early. Talk about the season for you and how excited you were. And did you kind of relish that underdog role?
Yeah, we had a lot to prove after last year. Getting to the region championship last year, coming up short. A lot of our guys, especially the seniors, we came in with a chip on our shoulder, and we wanted to prove to everybody that we were going to be right back there this year, and that's what we did. We played Central baseball all year, and that's what Coach Withers and Coach Roop preached to, is play Central baseball, play for the name on the chest and just worry about the outcome later, and that's what we do. We play Central baseball, we play hard-nosed baseball, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I have a funny question. No one would believe me if I hadn't seen it for myself even, that you guys carry around stuffed animals.
Yeah.
You wear funny hats.
Yeah.
You're cheering, obviously, and yelling, which is a great thing for your teammates. Would anybody else believe that you guys are wearing freaky cowboy hats and feathers and?
Well, we got that from years ago. That's been a tradition ever since Regions, since I've been there. I've been there for 5 years. So, I mean, we always go to Gaddy Town right before Region every year, and we go get a lot of tickets, and we go get a bunch of stuffed animals and a bunch of goofy stuff that we can use in the dugout. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and this year we got a big old bear that's life size, and we carry it around and
had it on your shoulders.
Yeah, had it on our shoulders, and everybody noticed it. It's just something fun that we do, and we've always just kept the tradition going.
This will be a question all three of y'all can answer individually. Y'all, Madison Central Baseball is a very storied program, and obviously they win the 11th region every few years, it seems like. So what do you take away from your however many years y'all played for the team?
Something I take away from it as like just a team is our coaches kind of do a good job of instilling like a good work ethic into us, and so like we kind of everything we do kind of as a team, he'll kind of get us together afterwards and kind of put some examples with it after of like how we're going to use this in life and like go work hard, and like he always gets onto us about like getting off our phones and like not sleeping in, get up and get work done. So kind of just really the biggest thing for me is the work ethic and trying to work hard and get something done and not be lazy and just kind of stay on top of everything.
I think your coaches too have instilled that work ethic that's going to lead to for the rest of your lives, because you guys are going to be getting out of bed, going to be going to work. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
Probably. I mean, I'm gonna go to Eastern in the fall, and hope to find me a good major. Hopefully, add on to the education I've already got, and hopefully to do something with it in my life.
And go to EKU baseball games, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, going to be supporting the Maroon.
Well, my plans for next year is to hopefully play baseball in college. I'm still looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a deadline for that you have to make that decision?
Yeah, before school starts, I have to. Like, maybe I try to get it done as fast as I can, because the longer you wait, the harder it is. So. Okay,
so any places you are thinking about?
Yeah, Midway's one of them. There's Kentucky State.
Yeah.
Maybe Northern Kentucky. That's really about it right now. But I looked into some like JUCO baseball too. I might go there. It's just a tough decision to make, but I gotta make it soon.
All right, Hayden.
So yeah, right now I'm committed to play junior college baseball in Illinois, but recently the head coach of my junior college left, and he went to a Division II in Alabama, and so I'm working some things out right now, and I'm gonna take a visit to Morehead State tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go from there and make a decision off that. I'm gonna look at a few more JUCOs, and I'm gonna look at Morehead State, and I'm just going to play it by ear and go from there and hopefully make a decision in the coming month.
All right, I'll ask you another question. So the younger guys, what are you going to tell them before you officially leave the program so they can carry on the legacy and go back and win region next season and get to state again?
Don't take any of this for granted, probably. This was Madison Central Baseball was probably the best 4 years of my life. Like I said, I wouldn't trade any of the guys for anybody. And it's just a great experience. Like Matthew said, they teach you good work ethic, and they teach the life lessons I've learned at Central through baseball. It's kind of eye-opening what the coaches do for everybody, and just our program in general is just great. And I don't know what else to say.
I always tell the younger guys, like, y'all got to stay together. Like, we always preach one family. Like, that's what we do. That's literally our motto. And that is the truth. If you have a team that's split up and they're not all agreeing on something and they're always fighting or arguing, because I went through that, it's not great. So when everybody's always on the same level, everybody's having a good time, and everybody loves each other, good things happen. So that's one thing I would tell the younger kids is just stay together and don't argue, don't be mad about anything, the stupid things.
Yeah.
Something for me is kind of what other people told me when I was coming in as a freshman is, like Hayden said, don't take anything for granted because it flies by, which I didn't really believe that whenever I was a freshman, but it really does. And I mean, it's here, it's over. But yeah, that's a big thing for me is don't take it for granted, work hard, and just I remember. Right before the region championship, I was taking some extra swings because there's like a bunch of younger guys that kind of they stepped up a lot this year, but they're gonna have to do the same thing with the next upcoming group. And so, like, biggest thing for them is kind of be a mentor to the other guys and kind of help them and stay together and like a family, like Hal said over here, and they'll be all right.
All right, Coach Withers, we'll close out with you. Tell us briefly about what your expectations are. Do you think this next year's team will be underdogs? But also, congratulations to you. You were just named second team. Also, Matt Johns, and then third team, Bradley Pointer. So pretty exciting about that recent announcement.
Yeah, that's great news. Again, these guys earned it. The accolades that they've got from the region trophy to individual.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that
all state teams.
They did, and
yeah.
One of my expectations for next year is that we're going to work hard. I think these guys demonstrated that every day. And, you know, I won't lose any sleep over looking at one of our players and saying that's not going to cut it. You know, because the standard was set several years ago, and it's just filtered down to where I don't have to tell these guys what Ben Fisher did in 2013. They may not even know who Ben Fisher is, but
I do.
I definitely do too. You know, a guy that would work his tail off, and so that's the expectation. If you want to be a first baseman, you got to put in the time the way this guy did, and so it's there. Again, you know, I know we've already got guys that are hitting right now that are ready for next year, and so again, I think we'll probably be an underdog because when we lose 6 guys.
Exceptional guys.
Oh,
too.
exceptional.
Yeah.
They're better guys than they are ball players, and I do mean that when I say that. But two of the 6 are all state, and quite possibly the other guys that we're losing are really daggone good at their positions. So Coach Roof will probably kill me. I don't want to say what we're going to look like, but I think we'll be okay. Again, with the work ethic that we've got, I think Madison Central baseball will be, pretty solid next year as well.
Well, we're looking forward to watching it because we're going to miss you guys too, because it's hard to replace these 3 right here. Hard to replace all 6 of those seniors.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yeah, so we're getting excited. We'll be there just like we were there this year. That's right. What I couldn't get over is how calm the coaching staff is. Like, it's just it's a calm presence, and to listen to Coach Roof and to listen to you, I mean, I was like, no, there's no yelling. It's just calm. Nope, we're focusing over here. He's trying to steal the base. Nope, we're focusing on this guy. We got 2 outs. Like, I was like, yeah, it's very calm.
Yeah, and if Matt Johns was here, I think I looked at him one day. This is several weeks back. I said, Matt, do I ever get mad? And he goes, no. He said, the only time you get mad is when we don't pick up the balls and you start your little tantrum and say, I'll just call your mom to come get it, and or your mother will pick this up, or, and
Miss Johns would.
I said, okay. So, but no, I mean, Matthew's right. We get on them into practice, and then when it's a game, it's their time, and there's no real, I mean, the practices are fun. We make it fun. We make it competitive. We're yelling at infielders to catch fly balls. These guys can tell you, lay out for the ball in infield, or we're going to call you out. The whole team will call you out. And so that carries over to the game. So then they're catching a ball on BP, and they catch it in the game. It's expected. So.
Wow. Well, congratulations, all 4 of you, on a fantastic run, on a fantastic season. Like I said, we're looking forward to next season already. And it will be here before you know it.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break right here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. And when we come back, we've got Madison Central Track and Field in the house next.
When you work with Todd Builders, you work with local professionals. With the custom and residential building company, they can do custom projects like home design and customizations, or even fully customized new homes. They also have current homes and properties for sale all around Madison County. Nowadays, homes are going up all over the place, so trust the professionals at Todd Builders for your next project. Like Todd Builders, LLC on Facebook to learn more.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
What does in transit mean? When you see that on our website at jackburford.com, it means your favorite Chevy is on the way. Call us at 859-623-3350 to reserve it, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. See, it's that easy. Reserve your new Chevy today at jackburford.com. Your vehicle is now in transit.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then, in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best margaritas and fajitas in town. Doesn't a huge 32-ounce ice-cold beer sound great? Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
The Beast of the East roars back to life for their 2022 racing season. Most Saturday nights, some Friday nights, and maybe even a Sunday. You can take the whole family down to the Richmond Raceway for some good family fun. Watch the drivers race around the 1,584 feet clay track for some big winnings. Children 10 and under are always admitted free. Richmond Raceway, Greens Crossing off Highway 52 East, and richmondraceway.net. Unleash your inner beast at the Richmond Raceway.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We have had such a fun show, and I'm a talker, so I'm like walking people to the door today. Like I'm just like all excited.
Just
like
being yourself.
Today we could have had a 2-hour sports show, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have the Madison Central Track and Field, and in the house we have 5 people that all stood on the podium, right? Am I right on that? Okay. Here we are starting, Miss O'Shea, with you. Let's go. Tell us how excited and what. All right, let's just say, tell us what was going through your mind on Saturday in the 1600. That was the first race, right?
Yeah.
So let's start there.
So I went into that race pretty nervous. I had lost to one of the girls, Tula, just a couple weeks before. So going into that race with that in the back of my mind was sort of putting some stress on me. But just using the warm-up to try and clear my mind, and then stepping on the track and just like feeling calm. And then as soon as the race started, like I felt in control, and I knew I was ready to run fast and hopefully just hold her off this go around.
And you won that race last year, right?
Yes,
so you're
ma'am.
a defending state title holder. So going in, you just said, I'm going to be calm and I'm going to win.
Yes, ma'am.
And you won by what, 8 seconds?
I think so, yeah.
As a runner, I'm not a runner. So if you see me running, you better run too, because that means somebody's like after all of us. So I cannot imagine. And it's so, you guys have had such a great season, and we're going to get to the rest of you, I promise. Let's pass the mic over. Tell us about, because you're a defending title holder too, right?
No.
Who am I missing? You're the defending. All right, let's keep passing the mic, because you two look a lot alike. So I'm getting you two confused. That's what it is. I said that a minute ago too, didn't I? Off air.
Yeah, you did. So.
Okay, tell us who you are and tell us all about what you do.
I'm Wyatt Stewart. I'm the pole vaulter.
The pole vaulter
at Madison Central.
We need to have a class like on pole vaulting 101. Like really, we could.
It's a little confusing. It's not too bad though.
Yeah, you're only jumping 15 feet in the air. It's
a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, because you went what, 16?
This year, yeah, outdoor I went 16.4 as my highest, so about 5 meters. Indoor though, I went 17.5, 17.7, around there.
He makes it sound like it's not a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, just 17.
State record, it's a big deal.
Yeah. So tell us, going in, defending this state title, you got your first 2 chances and it didn't go as well as you thought it was going to go, right?
Oh man, that was a great time.
As he giggles.
Yeah, no, that was nerve-wracking. You know, I missed the first one. That happens all the time. I'm like, that's no big problem. And I missed the second one, and then I have to stand on the runway for my third attempt, and I'm like, huh. Like that, well, we got to do it now, I guess.
Right.
So I just had to do it.
So how did you stay calm?
Oh, I wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
You just said, this is my third chance. It's now or never.
No, yeah, I was just roll the dice, hope that works. Because I was blowing through my pole and everything. Nothing was really working. I was just having to pray at that moment.
And so what did you do? You you went for it.
Yeah, I went for it, and I made it. And
then you went for it again and
yeah.
again.
After that, I made everything easy. I don't know what was up with it. But
So do you think it was just nerves?
it shouldn't be. I never usually am nervous, but I don't know. I think it was just I didn't have enough preparation on the poles I was jumping on. And I kind of just went into it. And then, I don't know. Because my poles got small, so I guess I got bigger, I guess.
You make it sound so easy, and you seem so humble. All of you guys seem so humble. All right, let's talk to you. Caitlin, right?
Yes.
All right. Tell us about your experience at state this past Saturday.
So going into state, I was pretty nervous. I had a lot of competition. There were about 5 or 6 girls that had jumped my same height or higher the past 3 weeks coming up to it. And so I didn't know how it was going to play out. I was pretty nervous. I had a good week of practice before, so I was hoping that I could just put it all together on Saturday.
And you did?
Yeah, it went pretty well.
So how new are you to pole vaulting?
I started in the middle of my sophomore year, so about 2.5 years in. So.
What made you decide to get into it?
So my pole vault coach, Monty Orchard, he was my cross-country coach before, and he texted me one day and just said, hey, do you want to come try pole vault? And I was like, sure. And then I stayed, and I love it.
So you got second Saturday, right? So what was your final vault?
11.6 on Saturday.
11.6. Is it weird when you're up there? Like you look down, you're spinning, like, I can't imagine.
It goes by pretty fast. It's really, like, you don't see that much. It's just kind of a blur. But
and you just pray you don't hit it.
Yeah.
Like you don't hit it. You got to be very agile. You guys are probably very flexible, aren't you? You're just looking at me like, no, we're not.
Not at all.
No. Yes, you are. You have to be. Okay, let's keep passing the mic. Jordan, right?
Yep.
All right. Tell us about you. And Dawson, you just keep. I'm just sitting.
I got a question for all of them, but I'll let them all talk first.
I'm Jordan Briner. I'm the second best pole vaulter at Central, next to Wyatt. And going into state, I guess I was pretty confident about getting a second place because I was jumping a good foot higher than most of the other kids. And then one kid had a really good run, and he got 2 PRs, and he ended up beating me by 1 attempt and took the second place. So I ended up placing third that weekend. And I jumped some of my best, but could have been a bit cleaner, but I think it worked out all right.
I think it did work out all right. I think you did really well. So you're just a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Wyatt, you're a junior. So I think, how exciting are you to have someone of his caliber to, like, look up to, and he's mentoring you, basically?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I can have someone to chase no matter what because he's so much high above there. It's a pretty big gap, but it's something I just try to fill in.
Well, I love it. Now, how long have you been doing this?
I started back in 7th grade, so I think this is like 3.5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got to have some goals. Are you at some point hoping to beat Wyatt? Obviously.
I don't know if I'll ever beat his records, but I can sure try. So.
Yeah. Does it help being taller?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Makes it a little easier. Just a slight advantage.
So you make both of you keep getting taller. You still got another year, right? I mean. All right, let's keep passing it. All right, Brady, tell us about you.
So going into state on Saturday, I was hoping to definitely get top 3 in both, but I did want to win at least one of the races, and unfortunately I didn't. But going into the 1600, the race went off, and I was leading it for a little bit, and I wasn't expecting that at all. I was just kind of wanting to stay with the front people, and then going into the last lap, I just felt good, and I ended up getting a time that was better than I thought I was going to get, so I was happy with that. But
I think that's fantastic. So what's going through your mind when you're leading and you're like, I'm going to do really well?
At first I was like, oh shoot, because it was like the first lap 100 meters in, and I'm like in the front. But then it was like after that first like oh shoot moment, it was like, okay, I can do this, and
right,
like just be calm and just thinking about like fundamental stuff. So
yeah, okay, yeah. But Kiera here, she always goes out early. So you're thinking, I'm gonna be like her. I'm going out early. Yeah. I can do this, right?
Yeah.
So now you're a senior, right? Mm-hmm. So tell us, it's got to be great having that as your final race. But I'm sure, are you going to be, running this summer? And what do you call it? Long course, right? That's what it is over the summer? What do you call it?
Just summer training for cross country in the fall.
Okay, so yeah, cross country.
Yeah.
In the fall, right? Okay, so what are your plans?
So I'm going to University of Illinois, and I'm running cross country and track there, so I'll start training for them this week and next week. So
it never ends, right? You go from state to now you're training for a different purpose.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep passing the mic. We're going to run out of time.
I'll ask a quick question.
We're no longer on Channel 9 anymore, but we're still on Facebook. So we're giving you guys your time because we've talked so much to everybody today. Usually Michael keeps us on track when Michael is here, but it's Dawson and I today, and we're both talkers.
Right.
So, all right.
So I'll ask each of you and answer this individually. What's it like being a part of Madison Central track and field and cross country, being so successful with so many awards and great runners every year? What's it like, individual experiences?
It's a super cool feeling. Like it's more than just a team. Like everyone's so close. It's like a family. Just with all the success that comes like from Madison Central athletes. Just that like mutual like feeding off each other, like always wanting to get better, to keep that reputation up. So just like having that competition at your own school, and like every day at practice, just pushing yourself to get better.
So you got 2 new records, state records this year between the 1600, the 3200. Tell us how good that feels. How many titles, state titles now? 8?
Yeah, that's 8 for indoor and outdoor track. So
it's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, just getting those 2 state records. Like I had looked at them a little while back, but wasn't really expecting to really go for them this year. And then I had some big races earlier in the season and knew like these can be actually set on my radar for the state meet. And then it was pretty hot, so it wasn't really like I'm definitely getting these today. It was more of just like how am I going to feel once the race starts, and then each race went off and I felt pretty good, so I just zoned in and went for them.
So watching the video and talking to your mom, like you're lapping people.
Yeah.
How weird is that you're having to move on the track to go around people?
Yeah. You kind of use them just like to chase during the race. So like it gets pretty boring and pretty easy to just sort of fall off pace whenever it's just an open stretch of track in front of you. So just like chasing those back people and using them to almost like a race, like within the race. So just using them to pull you along and
give you some momentum, I guess. Like, okay, now this girl, I'm going to pass her.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they're looking at you going past them going, oh my gosh, I'm getting lapped.
Yeah. I mean, I've had races like that before where it's me getting lapped, so I know that feeling, but I also know how it feels to be the one lapping, so just using that momentum to keep pushing in the middle of the race when it's starting to get tough.
So what happens with you this summer? What's next for you?
So I'm still in track training. I'm planning on going to New Balance Nationals, so finishing up these next couple of weeks of training in preparation for that, and then just start summer training and get ready for the next cross country season.
Yeah. Okay. So you had your question. We'll just
Right,
keep
we'll go
going
to the
back
floor
down.
now.
Yeah.
Being a part of Madison Central Track is really cool and fun. Just being able to contribute, like, to the points of the team, having a really good team and being close with everybody. Like, even though we all don't do the same events and stuff, like, we're still cheering them on, but just like they're still cheering us on. So, yeah, it's just really cool, and it's been a great season. So,
all right.
Yeah, I like being a part of the team. It's good to know all the people, and we can push each other. And no matter if someone's in your event or not, you can always find someone to train with and get faster, get stronger, do whatever you need to push yourself and just be a better athlete in general.
Okay, Caitlin?
I've loved being a part of Madison Central Track. I started my 8th grade year, so it's been a long ride. I love when track comes around. It's my favorite season. It's not as fun in like winter just because we're not competing.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. What's next for you guys?
Just summer meets and then winter meets indoor, so it's a year-round thing.
Do you guys like indoor or outdoor better?
Indoor person. Yeah,
indoor? You were higher in indoor, right?
Yeah, it's more consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with weather in indoor
That is
meets,
true.
so that's nice.
Saturday was warm.
Yes.
Does that, I guess the word that I'm looking for, does it affect you guys in any way? As far as pole vaulting?
It can be exhausting when you're sitting there, when you come in really high and you have to wait for everyone else to go ahead and jump and all that. It can get exhausting kind of sitting there in the hot sun.
Yeah, because there's no shade down there, right? You guys were at UK Pro?
But yeah, we had a cover that kept us pretty cool, but I mean, there's not much you can do when it's hot outside.
Right. Yeah, that is true because I've been there. I've seen it. There's not a lot of shade around there at the UK track and field facilities. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, my thing with track is it's just one sport that's divided up. It's like what Hugh was saying. We all do different things. And so it's weird how everyone can do so many different things and still find something in common and still support each other. And that's really just how the sport is. It's just everyone supports each other no matter.
Even from other teams?
Yeah, no, like I have people watching me that from other states or stuff, and like they'll just come down and watch, and like it's just an interesting thing. You just like to watch other people perform, and it's just what it is.
Do you have a goal for next year? How high do you want to go?
I want to break 18 first. I was going for that this season, but so we're going for 18, trying to go 18 and a half. That's what I'm wanting to go for.
So what do you do different to make yourself get there?
I have a whole set of training that I have to do, and I just have to stay with it more. That's what my biggest problem was, is I wasn't with it so much and I was doing other things. So if I just stay consistent with that, I have everything I need, and I get more poles, I just get more training.
Yeah.
I should be fine.
So all your all's events are going on pretty much simultaneously, right? So how does Coach O'Shea, she doesn't want to be on camera, how does she get to all of you?
Well, she's usually always running around with Kira around the track.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Brady always. So, I mean, yeah, you can just watch from everywhere. And the track looks big, but I mean, it's fairly small. You can see everyone running.
But if someone's running and then someone else is lined up and ready to go, especially for you guys, I don't know how she gets, and divides her time up.
Well, you can see, I'm jumping 16.5 feet. You can see me across the field. So,
so true.
So,
but I'm talking about the pep talk and the mental stuff beforehand.
We all have we have a group that we have at the beginning before track meets start, and we all do it there, and then we go off onto our individual areas.
Right.
I say I pole vault most of the time. But
Are any of you guys superstitious at all? Is there anything you do before a race that you?
Not really.
No.
The last thing I always eat is a banana.
Okay, so you always eat a banana.
I always eat a banana on race day.
Well, it's lots of potassium, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other kind of foods that you guys are like, no, I got to have this before the race? How did you guys, it was so hot, how did you guys stay cool Saturday?
For me, I just made sure I was in shade, like under our tent a lot, and then like in between races, I went up with Kieran, like we elevated in the shade and stuff like that. So just making sure you're out of the sun as much as you can, and then drinking lots of water.
Yeah. Well, we are so excited to have you guys on with us. It's so exciting, all 5 of you being on the podium. WBON, we have been saying for this whole season, it is a Madison Central kind of year. I mean, between football and cheerleading and obviously you guys and all at basketball, all the sports, it has definitely been quite a season.
Yeah, it has.
It really has been. So I apologize for getting you two mixed up. So
okay.
yeah, it's. I mean, you do kind of look alike. Well, one has more hair than the other. Yeah. So anyway, well, thank you guys for being on with us. We appreciate it. Our time, we have kept you guys longer than usual, but I'm a talker, Dawson. I've taken up this whole interview with you guys, so it's so exciting. And we're looking forward to, I mean, the seniors not so much, but we're looking forward to following the rest of you, and we're going to hold you to that. So we're looking forward to seeing, okay, what did he do this time next year, looking at the date on the calendar, right? We're going to hold him to it. Will you all remember? You're going to go, no, he said 17 what?
I said 18.5.
Oh, 18.5. That's right. Because you did 17 indoor this year.
I did indoors.
That's right. I'm going to write it down. Yeah. Well, congratulations, you guys. It's like I said earlier, we had the model softball on Anniston Bray, and we were like, it's got to be like a day named after her, and it should be a day named after all of you guys as well, because you guys have had a great season, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks for coming on with us. I know now it's like past track season, state is over, and now you're like, oh man, we still got to get dressed up and be on camera. So, all right. Well, congratulations once again. Thank you for being with us. I know we've run long today, but like Dawson and I said, we're talkers, and so we just kept
We did
on.
great.
Yeah, we did it. So Michael will be on the show with us next week. He's on vacation, so hopefully he's had a great time with his family. And thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you next Monday night on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.